War here, and today we've got a Rating Your Doomstack video covering a Tzeentchian Steam Tank Doomstack. So we've got 14 Steam Tanks in here, which the Changeling is able to recruit more than one of. Basically, one every so often a new one will show up in your recruit pool. You recruit it like a regiment of renown, sort of like State Empire troops. And he's got 14 of them, and he's got 4 Iron Demon Dreadquake mortars, which he has used via allied recruitment with the Disciples of Hashut. We got Echoed Hellbrass over here, so he's able to provide some healing. And we've got the Changeling. Now, the Changeling can transform into a bunch of different characters here. My first instinct is to go with Festus the Leech Lord, but the guy in the email recommended that I actually use Nakari. Due to Nakari's high speed and, I guess, being able to draw a lot of the enemy missile fire while running around circles on them, that might provide more value than healing. So I'll do with what's recommended here, even though my instincts do feel like Festus is the right call here, because he can just provide passive healing. Anyway, let's jump in here and see what we can do. We're going up against 4 full stacks of High Elves, by the way, so really going up against the odds. This kind of army is not something you can recruit quite quickly either. And the amount of force that's coming at us here, I kind of even feel like a Mutalith Vortex Beast Doomstack might struggle against it. But the guy in the email said that this army handles everything with absolute ease, so we'll put it to the test. Now we're also getting surrounded here, so that's a little bit of an issue. We need to not let that happen. I think what we should do is try to take out Tyrion's army as quickly as possible and then turn around and deal with them. So we don't want these guys in too much loose formation, or else healing abilities aren't going to get everyone. Okay, and with the Changeling, get over there, and he's also got the Sword of Cain, which, playing as the Changeling, I guess is not that big of a deal, since upkeep's not that big of an issue, public order doesn't matter, don't have public order, and diplomacy doesn't matter, so it's not so bad, I guess, to play this with the Changeling. Alright, immediately turn into Nakari, and let's see how we go. Yeah, we want you to be aiming for the infantry out that way. Just let them fire on whatever they want. Looks like they're trying to get a defensive position going until their reinforcements arrive. So like I said, we're going to play this exactly as it's intended. Yeah, Nakari is really quick. Okay, looking good so far. Tyrion's army's been obliterated. Okay, let's get all of these to focus fire on Tyrion himself. That's it. And the whole point of doing this with Nakari is making sure that the missile units, of course, don't get to the front line. Because he said the Sisters of Avalon are a little bit of a concern. Cool. Fairly easy army to use so far. Good. Taking Tyrion out with ease. Careful about friendly fire there. Good, good, good. Eagle doesn't bother me. Alright, the first army is basically gone. Enemy reinforcements are 17 seconds away. Okay, maybe tell these guys here to stop firing, since this army here has been obliterated, right? We don't want to run out of ammo just yet. Okay, now we want to turn around and shoot down this hill. But at least now we don't have to worry about our flanks so much. Yeah, interesting choice with Nakari. I don't necessarily disagree with this.
Moving. We are in agreement.
Let me see. If we cast, does he heal? No, that's not how Nakari heals. He heals by soul stealing. Right. Yeah, so for Nakara to heal, he needs to absorb their soul by wiping out a full unit. At least that's how the normal Nakari does it. Let's see if it works with the changeling, because I've never done it with, never gotten the Nakari with the changeling so far.
Your desires are mine.
I'm not going to bother using this stuff yet. He's got a Doom Rocket. Yep, cool. He's able to heal. Good, good, good. Right, those trees are a little bit of a problem for sure. Hang on. Go forward a little bit. We want to try to bomb them as they're coming in.
Onward. Moving. Life bringer, death dealer.
It's funny how there is only one actual Tzeentchian unit on the battlefield here. That being Echo of Hellblast. Oh, of course the changeling is a Tzeentchian unit. Some serious ducker. Yep, send Echo then. He's actually no, send back here. Over here. Sort these out, that'd be great. Yeah, shooting into the trees here is not ideal. This map is not ideal for this army, so it's a good test for it. Okay, get these ones here to cease fire. Maybe aim for that eagle. Seems like we got a lot of resistance on Nakari, because on the changeling, because we're not taking much damage here. I took a few shots to the face, but yeah, it didn't do much. Right, maybe just hold fire for a little bit there. They have all turned around a little bit. Let me just move them back a little bit. Just gotta wait for their reinforcements to get a little bit more organized. But yeah, this is insanely strong. This is a not easy forces coming at us here, and we're completely surrounded.
Black powder blast.
Biggest concern with it though is that most people are probably not going to put this amount of effort into the army because, or to building the army, because what do you get, one every 10-15 turns with the steam tanks, so they take a while to arrive. So getting an alliance with the Chaos Dwarfs is not difficult. Okay, time to start firing again. It's definitely just a weird army, but it's very powerful. But yeah, considering how quickly you can get a Mutalisth Vortex Beast Doomstack. Okay, we got dragons coming in here. A dragon. So yeah, these are great for anti-infantry. These ones great to take out single entities. But problem with the Iron Demons is they do end up running out of ammo pretty quickly.
Raging target! Strike!
Yeah, well, if we did get Festus, we really wouldn't have needed him, would we? Want to not rely too much on magic either, because there's a big blob of them coming in over here. Which would be good to use some spells. But it's not. Supposed to use the units. Good, took that out easily enough.
Yes, sir! Bring it down! Onward!
We've only got a little bit of ammo left with the Iron Demons, so we really need to make them count. Dragon coming in over here. I'll have Nakari sort that out, rather than have the steam tanks turn around. They need to be firing down this way. Whenever you're ready. It's stuck in the air. Whatever. Don't bother. Well, the Iron Demons got more kills than the Steam Tanks, but in terms of raw damage, we got 7,000 on that compared to... Oh yeah, the Iron Demons way better. Problem is that you can't spam a full army of Iron Demons into this army, because you can only get 4 Alliance units.
Our weapons are yours! Yes, General! Find your targets!
Alright, all my Iron Demons have run out of their primary ammo, but they've still got secondary ammo. And we've also still got the heal that we can use, so... we can send them into melee for a bit. These guys aren't terrible in melee.
What do you bid? Move!
Yep, they're doing just fine. Why not? Okay, try to aim for the dragon. Aim for the highest balance of power, sort of single entity units if we can. Okay, this one's out of ammo. Move it back. Just so they get out of the way a little bit. Honestly, not a difficult army to use. Not struggling with this. I mean, obviously it's not a point-and-click army. Like, click and win. You gotta babysit them a little bit, but it's not difficult to use.
State troops ready.
Oh, I may have made a mistake in using up this amount of ammo. Maybe just hold it for now. Yeah, that's a lot of dragons incoming there. Thing is, they might get army lost soon. Those dragons will be worth a fair bit. Okay, let's move the Steam Tanks back a little bit. Yeah, I definitely blundered by using up that ammo too early. But... well, we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of units left on the battlefield because these guys haven't quite left yet, so they haven't been able to come in just yet. These guys over here doing just fine. So the Sisters of Avalon are the biggest concern. We should endeavour to stop them.
Go! We are Sigmar's heirs for the Warhammer.
Take out that dragon. I've only got a few shots left. Really important to aim for the dragon as opposed to the phoenix, just because the phoenix will be harder to hit. Right, I need to get over here. Help out these Iron Demons. I don't think they're going to do very well against that dragon.
Sigmar calls!
Echo's doing just fine. These guys here, doing just fine. It's all in the highest battle difficulties with maximum AI boosts. Yeah, I can kind of see why Nakari was the right choice here. He's actually been pretty good. It seems to work as a good team as well. And that's what makes a good army. Not just having strong units in your army, but an army that works well as a team. Okay, last little bit of ammo, aim for the dragon. There we go, we still got that heal.
To battle!
Good, Steam Tanks are doing okay against the dragon. Okay, most of the enemy forces have now entered the battlefield. Still got spells I can use, but trying not to use them too much. Nah, I don't really need to. Just chill. Got this as well. Whatever. Use it.
Beast! Hellbrass! Don't miss fire! For Heldenhammer! We are Sigmar's
Alright, we're completely out of ammo now. I think I went too heavy on the attack over here. I probably should have been a little bit more chill with the ammo. My first time using this army, so my mistake. Looks like we're doing fine, although, yeah, there's a lot of dragons coming in here. This is a good test for them as well. A bunch of units that really should be quite good against the steam tanks are actually not doing so well.
Ready for war!
I definitely should have
Sigmar calls!
preserved my ammunition though. Should I do this? Nah, I don't need it. I don't think we need it. It definitely would help, but I don't think we need it. Clicking this unit isn't working. Alright, at least I've got no more reinforcements to come in. Why are you isolated there? Get over here. Fight together. You, get over there.
The Empire endures!
I need to get these guys back over here. We all need to fight together. Okay, let's try that. Let's get everyone just over here. Just pull them out of fight. Get over here. Because that way I can pop down the area of effect heal. Eckholds can hang back if he absolutely needs to, though, just to provide time for these guys to get over here. Come on.
No lingering!
So Eckholds, just hold them back while we're trying to get over here.
Quickly! Soldiers of the Empire! Glorious!
Take a bit of damage. Get all of our guys together. They'll fight so much better if we just enter a gigantic blob. Fight as a single unit. Oh, that was a very bad choice.
Ready ammunition! At speed!
Based on what I'm seeing here, I reckon the army losses is 30 seconds away. It can't be far. Got you shooting at us. Not ideal. Yep, there we go. There's the army losses. So, I reckon I did a shit job of this battle. I should have withheld a lot of my ammo at the start here. I just went way too gung-ho on it and preserved it more for the reinforcing armies, especially considering how many single entities are in that other one. But ultimately, it didn't matter. We didn't lose anyone. A little bit of damage, but now we can do the heal. Didn't need to use it in the midst of battle. Just let him go. Nakari did really well. Well, the Changeling did really well. Echoed Hellbrass didn't take a bit of damage. Oh, then again, he regenerates anyway, so maybe he would have. Oh, plus he heals in an area, the Breath of Life. That's got an effect range. So yeah, you don't actually need Festus for that. I thought that only healed him. Must have been wrong. Well, definitely wrong, because yeah, it is healing them.
For the Emperor!
So yeah, you don't need Festus at all. Alright, and then we just get this. Got a huge area effect. They're all in there, right? Yep. Cool. But yeah, any kind of single entity army, you really want to have Echoed Hellbrass in there. That's really good. increased area of effect. Because I could have sworn when I first looked at this, that was only healing himself. Unless he got it upgraded in some way that I just didn't do in my campaign. I'm not sure. I didn't finish the campaign. I didn't feel like I needed to. So yeah, most of our army is pretty much at full health. Could sit there and wait for that to get done, but I don't need to send so far back. It's not a disaster battle. This army is stupidly strong. Very strong. Because that was not an easy amount of forces to deal with under normal circumstances. I still think the Mutalith Vortex Beast Doomstack probably would have handled that just as well. Although those guys are more vulnerable to missile units. They're not really vulnerable to dragons, so we would have had a harder time at the beginning of the battle, but once we got rid of all the archers, all the dragons would have done nothing. So I'd say this army here would be better against more infantry-based enemies. So if they're bringing loads of missile units, this does better than the Mutalith Vortex Beast Doomstack. But if you're going up against lots of single entities, I think that the Mutalith Vortex Beast Doomstack does better.
Master loves fresh souls.
So we'll get through the end turn here and have a look to see if the Changeling is the one that actually needs to command this. I definitely think that Eckold Hellbrass makes a big difference in that army. I'll just have a little bit of a look. Yeah, that surprised me in how good it was. Like, I looked at it and I thought, this is impressive. But I didn't know how well it was going to go up against that many armies, because armies that have limited ammo, that are essentially a bunch of artillery doomstacks, they eventually run out of puff, but that didn't. Alright, so let's have a look here. Hang on, what happened with with him? Because I'm fairly sure the Windblade... Yeah, the Breath of Life. That's his unique one. I must have just not read that effect range initially. That's typical of me. Okay. So, looking at his skills. Yeah, that just reduces upkeep. You didn't get this one? Minus 50% upkeep. That's really good. Don't know why I didn't get that. Reload time reduction for units recruited via allied recruitment. So that's only going to apply for the Iron Demons. Yeah, he doesn't actually boost the Steam Tanks at all. And then you've got Stalk there. I don't think you should have gone with Stalk. I think you should have gone with Symbiosis. Because they don't have Snipe. I don't think that's helping at all. And then you've just got the red line here, which I think isn't helping the Steam Tanks at all. Yeah, I don't think it's boosting them one bit. So they've just got like this standard... Oh, hang on. That's the standard amount of ammo. These ones here only have 8. Right. Alright, so let's get to rating it. In terms of how practical this is, it's not practical at all. It's really easy to make a Mutalith Doomstack, Mutalith Vortex Beast Doomstack. You can make it by... What did I do it in my campaign? By turn 30. Really easy to do, and he can do it super cheap. So this gets like no points for practicality whatsoever. In terms of ease of use, it's moderately high, but not top points, because top points goes to something that you can basically click one time and then you just win the battle. And that's not the case here. It requires a little bit of babysitting, but it's also not requiring an intense amount of micromanagement, so it still gets pretty high points. And in terms of overall power, it's essentially a 10 out of 10. This can take on a hell of a lot of force. This was the kind of enemy that should have given our Steam Tank Doomstack a hard time. Loads of dragons, loads of high-powered missile units. They barely did a scratch on us. We ran out of ammunition, and we were able to fight their dragons in melee. So, top points for overall strength. Would I personally go with this or the Mutalith Vortex Beast Doomstack? Personally, given the ease of recruitment for the Mutalith Vortex Beast Doomstack, that is what I would personally recommend over this one. But if you're looking for something a bit more different in your campaign, this is definitely one you can do. The biggest concern here, right, is just the Steam Tanks, right? You can only get one of them every so often. So if I was to disband a steam tank here, we can see that another steam tank will be available in 7 turns. So it's kind of like the Empire Elector state troops. You're not just limited to having one, you're limited to having one available at any given time. Then you recruit one, then you got to wait for another one. So this would have taken a very long time to recruit. So that means if you ever take any casualties and get one of them killed, it'll take a long time to replace it. Where again, Mutalised Vortex Beast, very quick to recruit, by comparison at least. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Really appreciate the amount of effort this guy went into doing this. I think he pretty much perfected it. I really liked the idea of using Nakari. I wouldn't have personally thought about that. My go-to would have been Festus. So I think he did a great job building this army. I don't think there's anything else I would have done to make it any better. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.